Chapular, Sir Pulse as really good players. Coney and I were talking about like how there's just a set of players for each character that are like
3,
cut.
2.
Okay, no, we're back.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we were talking about notables for each character.
Okay.
We realized there were a lot of Raymer players. By the way, everyone, this is Shakes.
Yes.
Like, you'll see us both on commentary later. We just wanted to get Coney up on stage for his Pochi just to get a little exhibition going.
And yeah, there's definitely a lot of Raymers. I've noticed in Quick Match a lot, actually. Like half of my matches have been Raymer now.
Yeah, people are really taking to like him.
Yeah.
He's got such a cool character design.
Which I love because it means either A, more people are playing the game, or more people are just finding characters they like, which are both awesome.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
On the downside, I'm selfish, and whenever I play a character, I don't want to share him with other people, so I'm a little bummed about it. But
no, I feel that.
Cool.
I'm right there with you, my friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Raymer was you, Wampy, Erikai, AJ Red, and Tandoori.
Yes.
Were like the 5 big notables for Raymer. Ash has J-Fist and Wonderbop. Xana has Liberation, Sir Pulse, and Chapular.
Yep.
Afi and Galu has Hylian, Riddell, and Wisely.
Yeah, Wisely. And also Dr. Drew actually has a pretty good.
Really? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I've seen him play it a lot in Quick Match, and it gives me a lot of trouble, but it's also one of my worst matchups, so
fair enough.
Who knows? But yeah, he's a really strong player.
Yeah. And then for Weishan, it was Mime and Jokomo.
Yeah. And also
here.
Dr. Drew.
Yes,
Dr. Drew also has
of
a
course.
sick Weishan.
But Jokomo's here.
Yeah, he is. And he made it through
does.
winners in his pools,
Wow,
actually.
good
so
for him.
He's in winner side of top 16, actually.
What other characters am I blanking out on?
Kid.
Kid and Zhurong. So Kid is Ulsi. Oh, I mentioned that to Coney. That's why I forgot. But it's Ulsi, Magi, and Hyperflame.
Yeah.
I would say are like the 3 big names.
With Ulsi... Oh, actually, no. Hyperflame, I don't know if you talked about the set recently between Hyperflame and Ulsi. The last Wave Dash Wednesday Grand Finals, Hyper came back through losers and won 2 straight sets.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So
I wasn't able to watch, but I did hear about it.
Someone to look out for because previous to that set, it was pretty uncontested that Ulsi was the best kid in the game. Number 2 in the community rankings when early access hit.
Yeah.
And obviously as more players come out.
Season 0.
Season 0. That stuff will shift for sure.
Definitely.
But yeah, Hyperflame making Kid look nasty. So.
I'm trying to think.
And then Zhurong.
Zhurong.
Yep.
Right. Strong Bad. People would claim that he is the best strong, but can't enter tournaments for conflict of interest and all that.
Right.
Wave
Cicero.
stuff. Yeah.
Is
Cicero
sick.
is the highest ranked too. He's so cool. He's
dirty.
so cool.
He's dirty. Whenever I play him, I just feel frustrated with myself. He enters my mind to a point that I don't trust my own decision making. I feel like he's making the decisions for me, and then I constantly get punished.
Ooh, wow, that was brutal.
Don't forget to mention yourself too.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Very good.
I appreciate that. Thank you for flexing for me, because
Yeah.
I would have been rude if I had done it for myself, because you were like, "Hey, you're pretty good." I can be like, "You know what? Yeah, I am pretty good."
It's accurate.
Same reasoning as Adam, though. I can't really enter tournaments as a member of Wave staff.
Yep.
But also Peter Fox and Esam.
Player 3 wins.
Peter Fox, really good. Esam, I have not played him in a while. I'd imagine he's as nasty as he was when I first started playing against him in closed beta. Yeah, very strong. Fundamentals are there. And obviously with Zhurong, punish game is what it comes down to, and both of them are incredible at it. So,
all right, let's walk through the characters that we've said. We said Afigalu, Xana, Zoo, Ashani, Raymer, Kid, and Weishan. So we've got them all.
Yep, covered everybody. And
there's a ton of more notable players. There's a lot of people in Icons that are very, very talented who you could easily see taking names here. These are just the people that have established themselves as notables for their character early on in the game and are people that you should, keep an eye out for.
Yeah, and there's already been a couple upsets today. I know A4 is a very strong Kid player. We actually didn't mention him on Kids. He's very good. He also has a very unorthodox play style coming out of Utah, but everyone expected him to make it out of pools no problem. He got knocked out like losers round 2.
Wow, by who?
He lost in winners to someone named Trey, who I have not heard of before. Raymer
We
player.
saw him on stream. Yeah, he was a Raymer. He did really well.
Yeah, I heard he's very good, but I just hadn't heard of him before today. And right after that, he had to play, or Loyal had to play A4, and
who
it went 2-1.
beat Loyal in winners?
That would have been Jokomo.
Okay.
Maybe? Yeah, I think it was Jokomo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah, which is unfortunate too, because I'm actually staying at the same apartment as A4 and Loyal. So
A4, Loyal, Timotry, and Tandoori, correct?
Yep, correct. Yep.
That is a Raymer-full apartment.
Yeah, we were playing D-Gen doubles last night where it was just
Raymer, kid.
3 Raymers and a kid. And surprisingly, A4 was playing Raymer and Tandoori went kid. I don't really know why that happened, but...
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's not at all what I was expecting.
Doubles in this game is super fun. I'm very excited to see that develop down the line.
Doubles is just such a fun format. Doubles is just so fun.
Really good stuff. And honestly, this matchup's really great too. Pochi on Ashani is very strong, as you just saw.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little bummed. Generally, when we're playing quick match, I tend to win, so I was a little upset that he hit me with a hot 3-0. But no, he's really good, so props to him. And Coney is disgustingly good with Xana.
Coney is not someone that you would typically expect. You're like, oh, he's a commentator. He's a figure. Coney is a former Brawl player, also a PM player, has a very solid understanding of neutral game and loves himself some big bodies. And Ashani Xana covers all of those boxes.
Yeah, I know he was messing with Wei Shan also. I just think Xana fits him well.
Yeah,
Xana,
I agree.
The ferocity that his commentary style has and his personality has in conjunction with Xana's punish game, like you hit a forward air, you feel that oomph every time. You hit a down air, it's just fun.
Coney's a loud individual, and Xana, I think it's fair to say that like she feels loud. Everything she does is big and excessive and boisterous and powerful because she's a celebrity.
Yeah, she is.
She's a like her whole archetype. If you see the planet in the background here, that's actually Yoria, the planet that Xana is from, where she is a celebrity for being a star of the Icons fighting league.
Yeah, and so the Icon staff has done a really good job at incorporating a lot of the lore in the game actually, because there's a lot of references to her doing well. You got like player icons with like the ring and everything, and kind of accentuating where every character
also
comes
got
from.
the little taunt where she just blows you a little kiss.
Yeah, and even the best one of them all, "Don't get grabbed." That voice line.
Don't get grabbed.
So good.
It's my favorite. It's literally, honest to God. So when I was looking at like our internal builds and just doing some QA stuff, like making sure that nothing was broken for the next patch, because there's always gonna be something that you miss. You want to make sure that very, very little of that sees the public eye.
Right.
So I was just like looking through and looking at like all of the voice lines, all of the taunts, all of the everything that I possibly could get my eyes on.
Right.
And I was just like listening to all of Xana's voice lines. And I'm not a Xana player. Xana is not a character that speaks to me. Not to say that she's not a well-designed character. I just don't do well with heavies. They've never really been my archetype.
Right.
But I was going down, and she was like going through her voice lines, and I got to like the highest one, and it was "Don't get grabbed," and I just heard it, and I just started cackling in my bedroom because I was like, "It's perfect. It's so perfect."
I think the second I saw that, I immediately selected Xana, went into quick match, and did my best to spam side special and grab, and every single time.
You're a monster.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving them advice, so it's really not BM at the end of the day. You really shouldn't get grabbed. Yeah,
you're just a teacher.
I'm just trying to spread knowledge out there. So. Yeah, but she's really fun, and I actually want to touch on, you were talking about how Xana doesn't fit your archetype. I think the cast so far covers such a broad spectrum of archetypes. Like, I really think there's something for everybody right now.
Absolutely.
Even if something doesn't line up,
I think
100%, it's almost entirely
I think it's really good that Xana doesn't fit me as a character. I'd be worried if every character fit me, because this isn't a game about me. It's a game where everyone can play whatever kind of character they want.
Right.
And I think the fact that we have such a broad variety of characters across all 7 archetypes, or a broad variety of archetypes across all 7 characters, says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, my quest of discovering my main, which may not even be done, like I played Ashani, I played Xana, I played Wei Shan, I was messing with Kid for a bit, and like all these characters were really interesting. They provide a lot of stuff, and while I may not have locked something down by playing those characters until I found Raymer as of yet, like there was a lot of personalities I enjoyed. Like there's a lot to like about every character. And then
I'm curious, what about Raymer spoke to you?
So I love snipes, and that's 100% what Raymer has. Getting those like side special ricochet kills off the stage and mastering the geometry, that's really cool.
It's like a skill shot in a MOBA.
Right. And the thing that convinced me of it was I always thought he was more like zoner, projectile heavy. His close quarters combat is actually incredible.
Very good.
And when I think it was the first time I saw a dare ground bounce into another dare kill, I was like, okay. I was like, we got potential here.
You know what my favorite thing to do with Raymer dare is? If you grab someone while you're facing the ledge, right in front of it, and you down throw them, and they DI in.
Yep, that's exactly
short hop, down air, edge cancel on the ledge, charge up smash.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff
the
you
Juan
can do
P.
off that. Yeah, Juan P. Shout out to Juan P.
Juan P, if you're watching,
I love Juan P.
Love you. Homie. Can't wait for you to come back to North America and take some names. He's been in Europe all summer.
Yeah, he has. He's been helping me out. He actually took time while in Europe to do VOD review for me.
Wow, that's
like 30 minutes of it, like extensive notes. So. True homie there.
I might ask Cicero to do the same for my zoo, because I feel like I've been falling off lately, and I want to get better. I've had like periods of time where I've done extremely well. There was a week in early access, or not, in closed beta, where I had a 90% win rate. I was like 36-4.
I think you played me that week probably, because I remember playing you a while back, and it was not close. Granted, I want to see more Zurons out there. If you're watching, you're interested in this game,
please play Zhurong.
Please give her a shot. She's
everyone
cool.
that I ever see is talking about like, oh, what character should I play in Icons? I was like, play Zhurong. She's beautiful and really fun.
Yeah, she can pull off some really awesome stuff. And Cicero was like prime
oh
candidate
my
for
God,
that. I love watching
Cicero
him play
so much. He's so cool.
We're actually picking him up and going down with some buddies for SmashCon, and we're all going to be staying together. I'm really excited.
I also just remembered a notable for a character that I forgot, and now I feel terrible about it. Cocoa Puffs for Raymer.
Oh, the ultimate homie. I just had lunch with him.
Corey,
like,
Sora.
10 minutes ago. Yep.
Sakuri-chan.
He is so cool and so good.
He's such a homie. I love Sora so much, and he's so good.
He's very,
The reason
very,
why
very
I mention him now, though, is because he was a PM Marth, so I was really expecting to see him take to Zoo. You know, I've been a sortie player my entire platform fighter career. I went from Marth to Clarin, now to Zhurong.
Right.
And I was interested to see him also, you know, take his application on the character, but he really, really took to Raymer, and it's been so cool to watch.
I think that really speaks to the game design behind each of these characters, because I know Wonder specifically plays Fox in Project M, so it's really cool to see him on Ashani, a totally different type of character.
Speedy Brawler versus the what? That was interesting. Grabbed him out of the startup of the down special,
Yeah,
but
down special's great.
Came out. In any case, Wonder is, you know, very much a spacey player in those games, but I think the speediness of Ashani and her ability to like cover options and move so efficiently really spoke to him.
Yeah, his movement's great, and I think a little bit of that may come down to Kid actually being more different, much more different from Fox than people would expect in terms of how you play him, like kill options and follow-ups, so on and so forth. So that might have something to do with it, but also I just think it means Ashani's sick, and it really spoke to.
You know what's really funny to me is a lot of people like look at Kid and like, oh man, he's just so similar to Fox, which, you know, even before I worked for Wave Dash was a sentiment I could never particularly understand, because like you look at Kid, and I've had people be like, oh, he's like Fox, or oh, he's like Wolf plus Lucas, or oh, he's like Diddy Kong. It's like he's like Kid.
Yeah, he is his own character 100%. I thought. My initial interpretation was, yeah, he's very wolf-like in kind of his options. But
I think that if you're going to liken him to an existing space animal archetype, a wolf or a Zetterberg is like the closest possible, but he's very much his own character.
Exactly, yeah. He has a lot of cool options. Some people try to think like, oh, he can multi-shine, that's Fox. Like, no, the shine works so different, and his whole gameplay approach works so differently.
Shine Force is knockdown in this game, for those of you that are unaware. Yes. So you end up using it to set up tech chases or set up into Kid's utterly brutal dash attack, which is such a good move.
DI backwards, or wait, no, into that. When you get dash attacked, heads up to everybody, so you don't have a tough time in quick mash.
Yeah, thank you. Great advice. Great advice. Because normally that seems like counterintuitive advice, but so what Kid does is he hits you forward and then up with his horns. That has like a slightly backwards bend. So if you take it and you hold in towards where Kid's coming from, you end up going far behind him and following the momentum enough for where it's a bit more difficult for him to follow up.
So you want to DI at like Marth up tilt in other games,
definitely.
Something like that. So
it is Marth up tilt on a burst movement option. Yeah. Non-disjointed Marth up tilt on a disjointed
and multi-hit.
Yeah.
So one of Kid's great options actually is if you can get someone by a ledge or edge of a platform and they're shielding, use dash attack, first hit knocks off, second hit gets a scoop on them.
Yeah.
So
I actually had a Xana do something similar to me earlier while we were playing friendlies. I was sitting there and he down smashed and reverse hit one, knocked me off the platform, and then hit me with the back fist of hit 2, and I just died. And I was like, I'm just dead.
Yep. Xana's down strike is, I mean, all of her strikes are really sick and have a ton of weight behind them. So, and speaking of a ton of weight behind them, that forward throw.
God.
Don't be near the edge and don't get grabbed.
Also, don't DI it out. Yes. She twirls like a Mario back throw. So for the longest time when I was getting used to it, I would DI out, and then I would just go flying and realize, oh, I've made a terrible mistake.
I remember the first time I play tested this game was at CEO 2017, and Xana was one of the characters available to play at the time. And I saw that, and I saw her start to turn me around. I was like, oh, okay, I know how to DI this. I'll be fine. Nope. I found that out real quick. So yeah, definitely need to pay attention to that. And Coney kind of demonstrating how strong Xana can actually be.
And for those of you that are curious why Coney is here doing exhibitions but not entering the tournament, it's because Coney didn't want to make top 16, but also have to commentate top 16.
Yes, and top 8.
Yeah.
more importantly, because I actually would expect Coney to hit top 8 as well. So
yeah, he's a very good player.
Yeah, very strong.
So that's why you're seeing him up here for an exhibition match, but aren't going to be seeing much more of him this weekend outside of commentary.
Yep.
Thank God we're seeing him on commentary though, because I'm, personally, one of my favorite commentators. Period. Flat out. I think Coney's a phenomenal commentator.
The energy he brings and the personality he brings doesn't really come from anybody else. He's definitely one of a kind. So
I think
awesome
the next closest is Pooch, but it's a very different kind of energy.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and I actually am excited that
are actually some of my favorite commentators.
Oh,
I just
really?
love people that bring this loud, gregarious personality.
Right. I think it's really cool that Coney's taking the time to commentate this game and taking a liking to it. I think it really speaks to how someone with a storied experience and other platform fighters can really catch on and love Icons.
I remember when he first started playing Icons, he was tweeting about he's never had a character speak to him the same way that Xana does.
Yeah.
He was a PM Wario. I don't know who. He played DDD in Brawl.
Yes.
That's who he played.
Yep.
Wasn't much of a melee guy, I don't think.
And Mario and Wii U, I believe.
Really?
Smash for Wii U. I'm pretty sure he at least started
had trouble
Mario.
finding a main in Wii U, which is why he commentates it more than you see him playing
Right.
it. But I think that Xana, he's a big wrestling fan. He likes the celebrity persona that she brings. He likes, the big heavy archetype because he's a former DDD player. He likes the brutality of it, the grab game. So I just think that he's finally found a character that really, he identifies and empathizes with, which is so cool to see. Oh, I was really scared.
The EM punch, that thing is brutal, as you saw in my set against Pochi. Let's not talk about it. I was so upset.
What a tech!
That tech was amazing. That feels so good.
Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed.
Ooh,
good dash attack.
Wow. There it is.
That's not a move you see Ashani's use much. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Good application.
And
it looked like he got the soft late hit on it so he could combo more reliably into that down air too.
Yeah,
so good awareness.
Great reaction to pick that up with the spike afterwards.
I'm realizing we're taking this way too seriously for an exhibition match. But that's fine. I just want to talk about how cool it was.
This game, I take this game both seriously and enjoy it for fun, like every single game. It's kind of hard to explain. It's a weird dynamic where in some other games I play and I'm like, oh, well, I'm having a blast, like maybe like a Slap City. It's like